7 foods every older adult should eat for breakfast, and why they make all the difference. There is a moment of the day that has more power over your health than most people realize. Not when you exercise. Not when you take your vitamins. It is breakfast. That first food you give your body after 8 hours of overnight fasting. For older adults, that first meal of the morning is not just about energy. It is an opportunity to give the body exactly what it needs to protect bones, the heart, the brain, and the immune system during the most active hours of the day. And here is the problem. Most older adults eat breakfast out of routine without knowing that some of their lifelong foods are no longer serving them well, and that there are specific, simple, and affordable options that could make an enormous difference in how they feel day to day. Today I am going to introduce you to 7 foods every older adult should have at breakfast. With the science behind each one, how much to eat, and how to incorporate them in a simple and practical way. Let us begin. Food 7. Oatmeal. Let us start with one of the most studied foods for cardiovascular health in older adults, oatmeal. With age, cardiovascular risk naturally increases. Arteries lose elasticity, cholesterol tends to become dysregulated, and the heart works under increasingly demanding conditions. And oatmeal has something very specific that helps counteract that process. It contains a soluble fiber called beta-glucan that, upon contact with fluid in the intestine, forms a gel that literally traps LDL cholesterol molecules, the bad kind, and carries them out of the body before they can be absorbed into the bloodstream. The United States Food and Drug Administration, one of the strictest entities when it comes to health claims, officially authorized the declaration that beta-glucan from oats reduces the risk of cardiovascular disease. That endorsement is not given easily. Additionally, oatmeal releases its energy slowly and gradually, avoiding the blood sugar spikes and crashes that are especially harmful for older adults with insulin resistance or diabetes. Half a cup to 1 cup of cooked oatmeal at breakfast is enough. Avoid instant versions with added sugar. Plain rolled oats, cooked in water or plant-based milk with fresh fruit on top, is the most effective option. Food 6. Whole eggs. For decades, older adults were told to avoid egg yolks because of cholesterol. And that advice, which modern science has now thoroughly revisited, deprived many seniors of one of the most complete and protective foods that exist. The egg yolk is where 90% of the egg's nutrients live. And there are 2 of those nutrients that are especially important for older adults. The first is choline. Choline is the precursor to acetylcholine, one of the most important neurotransmitters for memory and learning. Acetylcholine levels decline with age, and that decline is directly associated with cognitive deterioration. 1 whole egg provides almost 30% of your daily choline needs. And few food sources concentrated in that amount. The second are lutein and zeaxanthin, 2 antioxidants that accumulate specifically in the retina of the eye. Macular degeneration, the leading cause of vision loss in older adults, is directly linked to low levels of these compounds. Eating the whole egg, especially the yolk, is one of the most effective ways to protect long-term vision. As for cholesterol, the evidence over the last 20 years is clear. For most people, the cholesterol in eggs does not significantly raise blood cholesterol. The body regulates its own production based on what it consumes. 2 whole eggs at breakfast, cooked whichever way you prefer, is a safe and extraordinarily nutritious amount. Food 5. Plain Greek yogurt. Greek yogurt is not simply thicker yogurt. It is a food with a considerably different nutritional profile than regular yogurt, and those differences matter especially for older adults. The straining process used to make Greek yogurt concentrates the protein content. A 150-gram serving can provide between 15 and 17 grams of high-quality protein, twice as much as regular yogurt. And this is crucial in older age. Starting around age 60, the body experiences a process called sarcopenia, which is the gradual loss of muscle mass. This loss affects mobility, balance, and independence. To slow it down, older adults actually need more protein than younger adults, not less. Greek yogurt is one of the most easily digestible and most concentrated protein sources available. It also provides significant amounts of calcium, essential for maintaining bone density at a stage of life where the risk of osteoporosis and fractures is high. And its probiotics, the live bacteria it contains, support the gut microbiome. The digestive system of older adults tends to lose bacterial diversity with age, which contributes to constipation, chronic inflammation, and reduced nutrient absorption. The probiotics in Greek yogurt help compensate for that process. Always look for the plain version without added sugar. Fruit-flavored Greek yogurt typically contains amounts of sugar that cancel out much of its benefit. Food 4. Blueberries and berries. If you had to choose a single fruit to include in an older adult's breakfast, the scientific evidence consistently points toward blueberries and berries in general. The reason lies in their anthocyanins, the pigments that give them those deep blue, red, and purple colors. These molecules do something extraordinary that very few dietary substances can do. They cross the blood-brain barrier and act directly on brain tissue. Inside the brain, they reduce neuroinflammation and oxidative stress in neurons, the two processes that most accelerate cognitive decline with aging. Researchers at the University of Cincinnati found that older adults with mild cognitive impairment who consumed blueberries for 12 weeks showed measurable improvements in memory tests. The control group showed no change. 12 weeks. With a single food. That says a great deal about the real potential of this fruit for older adults. But the benefits do not stop at the brain. Anthocyanins also reduce the oxidation of LDL cholesterol, protect the arterial endothelium, and improve blood vessel function. All of that translates into measurably reduced cardiovascular risk. 1 cup per day is enough. Frozen blueberries are just as effective as fresh ones and tend to be more affordable. Mixed with the Greek yogurt from the previous food, you have an extraordinarily powerful combination for the brain and the digestive system at the same time. Food 3. Ripe banana. The banana is one of the most accessible and underrated foods for the health of older adults, and it has 3 characteristics that make it especially valuable at breakfast. First, potassium. A medium banana provides around 420 milligrams of this essential mineral for regulating blood pressure. Potassium acts as the natural counterweight to sodium, helping the kidneys eliminate excess salt and reducing arterial tension. For older adults with hypertension or at risk of developing it, this is a compelling reason to include it at breakfast. Second, vitamin B6. This vitamin is necessary for producing serotonin and dopamine, the neurotransmitters that regulate mood, sleep, and stress levels. Older adults have higher rates of depression and sleep disturbances, and in many cases B6 deficiency contributes to those problems without ever being detected. Third, digestibility. A ripe banana is one of the softest and easiest to digest foods that exist. For older adults with sensitive digestion, chewing difficulties, or a delicate stomach, the banana is a source of energy and nutrients that practically anyone can tolerate well. 1 or 2 medium bananas at breakfast, eaten alone or combined with the yogurt or oatmeal, is a simple addition with real impact. Food 2. Walnuts and almonds. Walnuts and almonds are 2 of the foods with the greatest nutritional density per gram that exist, and for older adults they offer benefits that go far beyond what most people imagine. Walnuts are one of the few plant-based sources of alpha-linolenic acid, a form of omega-3 that the body converts into anti-inflammatory compounds. Chronic low-grade inflammation is one of the main drivers of aging and is behind conditions very common in older adults such as arthritis, cognitive decline, and cardiovascular disease. Regular walnut consumption helps reduce that systemic inflammation in a measurable way. Almonds, on the other hand, are extraordinarily rich in vitamin E, an antioxidant that protects cell membranes from oxidative damage. Vitamin E is especially important for brain health in older age, and its deficiency has been associated with faster rates of cognitive decline. Both provide magnesium, which helps the heart muscle maintain a stable rhythm, and quality protein that complements the other breakfast foods. A small handful, between 20 and 30 grams, is enough. More than that can become difficult to digest. Raw or dry roasted without salt is always the best option. Food 1, salmon or sardines, and we arrive at number 1, the food that surprises most people to see in this position because we do not typically associate it with breakfast. Wild-caught salmon and sardines in olive oil are probably the most powerful foods an older adult can include at breakfast, and the reason lies in the long-chain omega-3 fatty acids they contain. DHA is the main structural component of neuron membranes. Without enough DHA, those membranes lose fluidity and neurons communicate less efficiently. Longitudinal studies that have followed older adults for years consistently show that those with higher DHA levels in their blood maintain sharper cognitive function for longer. EPA, the other active omega-3 in these fish, reduces systemic inflammation with a potency that few dietary compounds can match. For older adults with arthritis, joint pain, or chronic inflammatory conditions, increasing EPA intake has a real and measurable impact on pain and mobility. And for the heart, the combination of EPA and DHA reduces triglycerides, improves arterial flexibility, and reduces the risk of arrhythmias, all conditions that become more prevalent with age. How do you incorporate this into breakfast? Sardines in olive oil on a slice of whole grain toast with avocado is a delicious option, ready in under 3 minutes. Smoked salmon with a poached egg is another classic combination that provides extraordinary amounts of omega-3 and protein at the same time. 2 to 3 times per week at breakfast is enough to achieve measurable cardiovascular and neurological benefits. Let us recap the 7 foods every older adult should have at breakfast. Number 7. Oatmeal, for the heart and cholesterol. Number 6. Whole eggs, for the brain and vision. Number 5. Plain Greek yogurt, for muscles, bones, and digestion. Number 4. Blueberries and berries, to protect neurons and arteries. Number 3. Ripe banana, for blood pressure and mood. Number 2. Walnuts and almonds, against inflammation and cognitive decline. And number 1. Salmon or sardines, the food with the greatest neuroprotective and anti-inflammatory potential on the entire list. You do not have to incorporate all of them at once. Choose 2 or 3 you do not currently have at breakfast and start there. Once they become a habit, add others. Breakfast is not just the first meal of the day. For older adults, it is one of the most powerful decisions you can make every morning in favor of your health, your independence, and your quality of life. This information is educational and does not replace the advice of your doctor or nutritionist. If you have specific health conditions or take medications, always consult before making significant changes to your diet. If this video was helpful, share it with an older adult you care about. And subscribe if you want to keep learning about evidence-based nutrition. See you in the next video.